Oh my god. So I just watched Crazy Rich Asians tonight. And it was such a good movie. It was so good. And I just want to say one thing. Yeah. Even though a lot of, there is an Asian, I guess you could say, entertainment industry, whereas, there's Koreans, Chinese, Japanese, they have a lot of their own industries, whether it be the music industry, film industry, that are just as booming as traditional Hollywood, you know, films and, the film industry, and I guess you could say in America, and I get it, right? And then people are trying to make a big whole fuss, about, oh, you know, Asians don't have it as bad as they seem like it. It's not like, Hollywood, for Americans, whatever. But like, for someone who wants to go into the entertainment industry and is Asian, like, representation matters. I'm pretty sure, you know, it's hard for, like, I guess, for a white, or an even, not just white, black, it's hard not to, and actually, no, I take that back about being black. But it's like hard not to see minorities portrayed as a lesser figure to somebody who is white in said TV show or movie. Growing up, you don't want to get that image inside your head, considering the fact, oh, you also are a minority. You also are not seeing a bunch of Asian people, even like physically around you. You're not getting that like representation that you like, you didn't know you need, but at the same time you've been wanting. Like, that's why it's like we need films like Crazy Rich Asians, and heck, even To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I personally don't know if, I guess you could say, Lara Jean had to be Asian per se, or her family was Asian, and like, stuff like that. But it's like reasons why these movies matter, because it's like, you don't, it's hard when you grow up around people who aren't necessarily, like having a family that's not necessarily all about the entertainment industry. And it's also, I guess, sometimes seeing it also plays into effect. Heck, even like Filipinos, you got the Filipino channel with your typical like everyday dramas and, like stuff like that. But that's like in the Philippines. That's not like what I would watch, because I am in America, and like, so you got to go out of your way, and that's the problem. Like, you'd have to go out of your way to get something like the Filipino channel to watch said like actual television shows and movies that show an all Filipino, all Asian, or predominantly Asian Filipino, whatever race it is, or just ethnicity in general, like Asian cast and stuff. So it's these films matter, because, and like stuff like this matters, because as a kid you don't want to grow up thinking almost down on your own race and your own culture and your own views. Like, that's pretty, like, almost heartbreaking in my opinion. Like, you don't want to automatically think down about, and you like, it just sucks how certain, races get portrayed. And it's like America, it's predominantly white because, ancestors and, immigration, stuff like that. But like, we're not, we're, yeah, representation matters. That's all I gotta say. And at the same time, yes, growing up, I barely saw, like, I guess, Asian people in as a lead role, unless there was, I guess, a movie, for example, and I guess an actress would be Brenda Song, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. um that was one of the, to be honest, that's one of the only things, like, I guess, that Hollywood, traditional Hollywood, had put out, that was showed, like, um an Asian protagonist. And then, of course, she was in Sweet Life, but of course, she played a side role that was kind of like a completely flipped off, not on her stereotype. So I guess that's a, I don't know, a good, bad thing that it didn't fit to the stereotype, but at the same time, okay, I think they made that ironic, anyways. But anyways, it's a good ass movie. You go see it, and like, for anybody who does want to critique it, I get it. You can do whatever the hell you want, but like, hold up, you just gotta consider a few things first. And at the same time, I do. There are a little bit of flaws that I have within, you know, my view of the movie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I don't think the movie is as perfect as I would want it to be, but it's still like, pretty damn good. So it's a good movie. Go see it. And representation matters. It's a new movement, new hashtag. I made it. Hashtag. Yeah. All right.